Hey guys, Abraham here at the acres. Hello little guy. Look at that little guy. Getting a little water for yourself? Wash down your milk? Huh? Well, I'm out doing chores. We have about 3 hours or so left of sunlight here. And gotta get the chores done, and then gonna work on the pole barn. So I'm gonna try and put some 2x4s on top. Oh yeah, here's another little guy. They're all ready for me to give them a little bit of hay to add to their grass. Will you stretch in there, buddy? Yeah. So we're gonna get these guys a little bit of hay and then go down and take care of the piggies and then see what I can do to put a few 2x4s on top of the pole barn today yet, since it's so nice and sunny out. Wow, and it's gorgeous out right now. Just too bad it's fall going into winter and the amount of sunlight is just so much less. So we'll see what we can get done today. All right, you guys are waiting so patiently. Get me some hay here, huh? So remember, we're just giving the hay a few more days by the corral here, and then we'll just do it right out in the pasture, so that any extra seeds and things they don't eat is put into the pasture soil. But we have 2 going to market in, I think, 5 days, so trying to keep them used to the corral. I'll keep a little hay in my hand, then I'll take you right up there to them now. They like to almost eat right out of your hand. How you doing, little guy? See, I'm just carrying some hay. What are you guys doing? All I hear is chomp, chomp, chomp. There's 3 little guys eating that straggler that I dropped. I'm gonna go down here and see if I can get closer to these 3. See if I give them some here. Guys getting a nice fluffy coat for winter. All right, I'll be back later. Give you a little bit more. Yeah, go down to the piggies. All right, off to the piggies. You guys ready for a little feed? Huh? Well, you guys aren't looking at least too bad for wetness. The joys of... Ooh, is anybody touching the fence? Get you set up right over here. What, you guys saying welcome to everybody? There we go. How's that? That gonna work? I'll scoot across and get that last sow. Now I'll start bringing in 1 pail of feed and 1 pail of water so I can sort of mix them together. They like it mixed. All right, you'll get one more, and while I'm doing that, I will see if I can get you closer here. There you go. See if we can try that again. I'll give them a little talk on not bumping the camera. Okay. I don't think that spot worked well. That's probably good though. Except for this guy who wanted to play with me now. What, you wanting to play with me? Yes, when you're out here every day and sharing the duties with the family, they get quite used to us being in here and getting their backs rubbed, and so it's sort of nice to have on your tougher cover hauls so that they don't nip at your regular pants. Right, guys? Right? Is that what everybody's thinking? All right. You guys have had enough video for today? Yeah. Oh, now you all gotta show up, don't you? Don't you? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go get you some more feed. Okay? Yeah. This guy here really likes to rub. Don't you like to rub? Don't you like to rub? Huh? Of course, you're probably the first one gonna go to market, aren't you? Yeah. You're about the biggest there is. Yeah. 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 All right. I gotta go get you some more feed. All right. Enough of the piggies for now. I'll finish that and then get you guys hopefully into looking at the doing the pole barn portion at the moment with the 2x4s. Okay. Had to switch hats. It's warmed up a little bit. Had to take off the stocking hat. Let me just give you a little lay of what we're going to be using here, and I guess just go from there. So we'll use the Ford tractor to hopefully raise me high enough up there to get some 2x4s going. I'm not sure if we'll make it all the way to the top. I might just have to climb up there, but we'll see. I think for starting today, I'm just gonna go as high as I can and then go from there. I do have marks that when I took this down, before I took the 2x4s off, I did put marks up there to at least give me a little starting. Also, I carried over with the Kubota, all our different tools, the saw if needed, drills, screws, batteries, even the little nails eventually to use to put on rafter ties. So I'm going to put 2 rafter ties in every connection, one front, one back, and then we have tied up literally quite a bit of our 2x4s in bracing. The 2x4s are in 2 piles down here. Get you this way so you're not directly in the sun, hopefully. 18 footers and 16 footers. So I've already used up in bracing about 20 on the ground, and then another 18 or so to hold them stable up there. I'm hoping that once I start to run the top ones, I can start pulling those off, that group off. But if I don't use all of those, that's fine, because I'm gonna have to use some bracing in the inside anyways, because there will be no, what should I say, I'm not putting the tin back on the sides. The tin is only gonna go up in the top section there and then across the roof, but the sides will be completely open. So I'm thinking I'll probably run a little side bracing since there won't be metal to hold that. But that is everything where we're at for now. I know I have way more probably tools and accessories I need at the moment. But I'm gonna see how high this guy goes. I believe I'm gonna start on these 2 right here. Actually it'll be that one, and that one, because it'll be 2 sections. See if I can get a few boards up there, 2 or 3, and then yeah, I guess go from there and see what happens. I'm not sure, because I'll be, and the ladders, because once the loader's up, I'll use the ladders to get up to the top of the loader. Yeah, and we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. Alright, let me get my head in the picture. So I put a long screw in the end, and that's what's holding it stable. But I'm thinking probably the biggest thing I need is another person, because now, actually it'd almost be nice to have 2 more people. One to be on the tractor, so just drop me down a little bit, drive ahead, gotta skip that one to go to this one, to make sure it's straight, and then put a screw, and then I can put my little side little brackets on as well. So I think for today, I'm just gonna get that one stable on this side, maybe even put in a few of those side nails to see how that works as well. And then I got some other stuff I can do to sort of clean up for winter. Like all these rafters, they were on pallets. I didn't pick up the pallets yet. Now the pallets are just sitting there because the rafters are up. So yeah, so now I'm gonna move the tractor head, raise it or lower it down a little bit, drive ahead, raise it back up. And you know what? And I think one more thing I'm gonna add on for tomorrow is I have 2-foot ladders. So I think if I make the loader bucket level, put a 2-foot ladder in there, that should be pretty stable, I would think. So let's grab that ahead, and then I'll get you up there on top. All right, so I got you up on the other side here. It's 5'5" from the peak coming down, so I'm just gonna measure this one, see where this is at. Let's see here. Yeah, so that far mark and this mark measure up. Granted, the other mark had the double and this one didn't. I didn't put the trusses back up in order. I don't think it's gonna have made a difference, but slide this one back. So now, this is gonna go, I'm gonna pull that in. The 2x4s themselves, non-pond measuring, are 16 foot, 1.5. So that allows them to be flush on that end and on this end. So we're gonna try and put a screw in to stabilize it, and then I'll pull it. Okay, so that's done. Now I get to so by the way, I was not planning on using screws to put this up at all, just because the wood is a little older, so that's why I was tweaking how I put it back. I wasn't just going to use nails that go down like I just did with the screw, and then they were toe-nailed. So that's why I picked up the MyTech rafter ties. So got that, and the joist hanger nails. So now guess I'm just gonna so each of the joist hangers, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they have, how do I put them in this pocket? No, they're not. Oh. So what happens, you got other stuff in your pocket. But see, I thought I'd use the joist hangers because there's been nothing like board wreckage on the sides versus in where they were toe-nailed. So that is why I was thinking joist hanger. And I think I'm just going to put a bunch in my pocket because I'm not finding them. So now I'll show you where the other one I was going to put up is going to go on, let's see here, how would that be? Well, it's gonna cross over to the other side, so it would be like this, but on the other side of this. But the next one that runs from here down 16 feet will be an 18-footer. So that will overlap here to like a foot past. And then I'll put this on that side to help hold that one. So it'll be two on a thing. So I don't know if I'm overdoing it, probably, maybe, I don't know. I do know one thing, it is very windy out here. So I bought the 364 of these. Is it 364? No. Let's see. 9 rows, 81. I think it's 81 on the side. 81, 81. Yeah. I think it's 360-ish. There's then a box of nails. Man, I don't think I have enough nails then. There's only 120, but I have a few more boxes of nails. Something like that. There's 9 rafters. I think there's 9 rows. So that's 81 on that side, but then I'm doubling everything. Yeah. So feels sturdy. Feels pretty sturdy, and then we still need to thank you there. We still need to come back to this one then. And I don't think I'm going to put a screw on top because I don't have as many screws. But I think if I screw the ends, that's really going to be helpful to stabilize it while I hammer those in. So I think over here, I'll just get in the right spot and then I'll just put one on either side. These will be cheaper, I think here. I think it's cheaper to do that than to do the screws, and I keep those nice long screws for some other project. So another person or two, ladder to go in here to just get me up a little bit higher, and then just a bunch of time. All right, I think that's where I'm going to leave you, because I wanted to just make sure this was stable. This is just going to sit up there, I'll be fine. I'm going to get the straps ready for getting hay tomorrow, and maybe pick up some of those pallets and a little other, because, as you can sort of see going through here, the sun is going down. I still need to give the pigs a little more feed and give the cattle probably a few more portions of hay. They're not mooing, so they must be pretty content. So one more, and then I need to move them or extend the fence line one more section again, so they just keep having a new section. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll check you out on the next one.